Hey y'all, welcome back to Cliffside Bay. This is the city of conversion. There you go. Isn't this looking sweet? It's looking beautiful. So what did we get done last week for those who haven't watched my series or any of my episodes? Last week we converted our old town, which is based upon a kind of a town square. We converted it into this. There you go, which is a kind of a grand mall design based on, initially we had this kind of health down the plaza designed here. And using that kind of same design, we kind of replicated it over here. There you go, and it's turned into a bit of a dog-leg grand mall. Or if you look at it from here, it looks like a boomerang, I guess. So what do we do? So we converted the town. We did another little strip mall, because if you look on this side here, we got the big long one, which looks absolutely ridiculous. And then I thought, well, I'll do one on the other side, but we thought we'd make it a little bit smaller in stature. So it looks like that. There you go, and you can see everything is heavily detailed. I even put in the little paths to show where people have been cutting across the grass. Which is, there you go, and they're actually doing that, which is pretty cool. So this is why you got patches of grass missing, because people are cutting in. And what else do we do? So yeah, we put in all these kind of buildings and did all this highly decorative detailing without any mods or any DLC, which is kind of surprising that I managed to get all this done. So yeah, we got the City Hall here. This is the theater. Obviously, overuse of the gazebos and the horse statues, because I don't really have any much kind of assets I can use. This is my kind of little design for a lake or pond, and because I got no mods, I can't put any water in here. So it looks like that. This is the oppression office. The tax officer. This is my great lawn design, just to make things look a little bit plainer, easier on the eye. This is the Brandenburg Gate. Opposite here, these beautiful, amazing European buildings which fit in here. I put in a couple of libraries and a couple of universities. So yeah, as you can see here, got the universities either side. But you can use your imagination and pretend there's something else, like some sort of government buildings or museums, that kind of thing. Back on here, Brandenburg Gate. This is the Palace Gardens. Here's the two libraries. You can pretend there's something else. The Amsterdam Palace. This kind of maze design. It's a proper working maze. And finally the Grand Cathedral, and beyond there we created these double park kind of scenario where it kind of ties in with the design of the actual cathedral, and you can see it looks absolutely beautiful. I like the way these buildings have started up like that, finished up like that. It's kind of cool. There we go. So I am absolutely happy with that. So let's move on. So today we're going to continue trying to convert our city of unlocks into a city which is much more kind of in tune with looking like a city. It's not going to be absolutely realistic. It's still going to be a whole bunch of fun, but we're also kind of trying to implement kind of designs of fitting in the unique buildings and landmarks, just so we can, for the first time ever, unlock these monuments. You can see which ones we've got here unlocked, or should I say placed. We've got all of them unlocked now. We just got to place them down. We've got to try and find ways of placing them in the city to make it look kind of reasonable, I guess. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's start off by what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on this kind of area here, this whole tile. And I might get over to these hills. I'll see how it goes. See how fast this episode goes. But yeah, what we're going to do, we're just going to just update all this, which means I'm going to rejig my industries. So what I'm going to do is we're going to delete all this. And we're going to try and fine-tune this, make it a little bit more presentable. It's not going to be much different, but it'll look a little neater, I guess. And the way to do that, to get the buildings to grow in, we're going to have to take a whole bunch of industry from here. So it's going to be a lot of deleting. So let's have a closer look. Yeah, I like all these buildings. These are kind of, yeah, I mean, they're ugly, but I think some of these, especially these ones here, will kind of fit in with what I've got intended for this, because I definitely want to keep this. I could end up with like some sort of, I don't know, Willy Wonka, Charlie in the Chocolate Factory kind of complex, that kind of thing. Do a little kind of, like a little zone, little block here, just like that. Just put it here, just fit it with just red brick buildings, that kind of thing. Even this looks kind of okay. And this is ideal. Yeah, I'll try and get some of these. So yeah, what is, not enough workers, okay. And yeah, so they're kind of level 2. So yeah, that's what we're going to work on. So we're going to do a whole bunch of deleting. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete mainly just the industry buildings all the way from here. Going to leave that little pocket up there. Going to delete mainly all of these. Go into the zoning, you can see what I'm looking at. So I'm going to delete nearly all of this. All of this. Leave a little piece there. Delete all of this actually. And we're going to leave maybe a little piece of industry down here, that kind of thing. So I'll get back to you when I've done all this deleting. So let's get deleting. Right, there you go. A whole bunch of deleting. Let's have a look. Yep, a lot of them have gone, apart from some of these utility buildings. I might have to move them around or do something with them, connect the power, that kind of thing. So yeah, let's have a look. So yeah, let's pause the game. So what we're going to do, we're going to work on here. And as you can see, looking at there, we're losing a whole bunch of money. So take note of that. We got over 6 million in whatever that symbol is. So I'm going to call them dollars. And that's our population. So this is all going to change. Actually, the population is still going up. But we are losing a whole bunch of money. So let's start off with here. Let's turn this into a bit of a complex. Let's move you out the way for now. Oh, I see I haven't got any of the zoning on here. Let me put the zoning on here just for now. There you go. That's the zoning on. That's just so I can move buildings. So this is, yeah, this is a normal one. Get rid of that. And take off the delete button. That's just so I can move buildings and place them more quickly down places like that. Instead of me having to look all the way around the map for somewhere to place a building, that kind of thing. That's why I'm doing that. So, and get rid of this, move this over here somewhere. For now, there we go. So yeah, let's work on this little area. So what I'll do is a little block where we can try and store all the kind of red kind of industrial buildings around this Willy Wonka Charlie Chocolate Factory. It looks kind of cool. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do a little bit of a land smoothing. Make that medium strength, medium brush. Just want to bring this out a little bit more. I don't want to cut too much into my gimmicky design, but that should be okay. Let's carry on with this road here. What kind of road is that? I'm not too sure. Oh, it's not that road. It's not that road. It's this road here, isn't it? That's a road. Okay, let's do this one. So let's have a look. I think I might extend this a little bit further out, actually. Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. Delete that. Now, let's go. I think I'm going to bring that. Let's go. Yeah, kind of this area here. There you go. Let's just convert that into the same road, just so I can easily bring a road in. Oh, it's too many nodes close to each other. That's the problem. There you go. That's better. That's where I want it. Kind of tricky sometimes trying to get all this working how you want it. And I don't want this. Maybe to cut in here, but oh, I don't want to delete that log. Let's go a bit more smoothing. Yeah, that looks fine. Perfect. And then we're going to bring that right around there. Shall we bring that around there? I think we should, yeah. Tell you what, I'm going to change these roads here. Make more decorative, I think. Just like that. There we go. And let's put a road right behind the chocolate factory. Let's box that in. There you go. That's like that. And then we're going to go and create a block out of this. So how are we going to do that? I'm thinking 2 blocks of 4. It's a bit lumpy and bumpy there. So I can do a little bit of smoothification. There you go, looking a little smoother. So what I want is it 400 by 400? I can't remember. Let me go back to these roads because these are my reliable roads for measuring things out. 400, yeah, 400 by 400. That way we can get 2 blocks of 4x4s. See here of industry. 4x4 there and a 4x4 there, that kind of thing. So that we got that, so that's kind of cool. So what I need is a kind of an in and an out road, I think. Yeah, that's what I want. I want, instead of having one road going in and out, I'm gonna make them kind of, we're going to double up. We're going to have one road going in and then one road going out. So that'll go out there, and then this one we're just going to replace that and go turn it and switch it to go that way. There we go. It looks like that. So this is pretty cool. So hopefully we can start getting these kind of these industrial red buildings going in. So do we have? Oh, we don't have the power, do we? Yeah, we don't have the power. What we're going to do is going to do some building along here to create the power, but let's put a temporary line in just for now. So you're there. You can go kind of there and up there just for now. I'm going to let it play for a few seconds to see if any of those buildings pop in. But let's space these out. So we've got 4 there. Let's do a 4 here. Oh, odd shapes. Okay. Did not plan on that. Okay, so we can do a 4 here. A 4 here, and then we could do a bunch of 3s. We could do a 3 here, a 3 by a 4, and then another one beside it, that kind of thing. So yeah, let's leave that running and see what happens. So let's see. So yeah, I want the power to come up and down here, but I want to kind of tidy this up and make it a little different, which means I'm going to have to do, I don't know, I'll tell you what, I'm going to move these and maybe push this double power station, nuclear power station, a little bit further back that way. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Let's start on that. So let's move these little plazas. Conveniently down here. Let's delete. Oh, we got a subway station. Oh, we got to move that as well. Okay. This might be trickier than I thought. Okay, interesting. Well, I'll think about that later. Let's do a block of 4x4s. So 2 sets of 4x4. Let's go on to what kind of road do I want? I guess it doesn't matter what road I use, really. This one here would be fine. Okay, so let's do 400 by 400, is it? Let's say 440. We have 440, okay. Yeah, that looks okay. And what we're going to do with these, these are going to be offices. There we go. And then let's put one of those plazas back. And put a plaza here. Yeah, that's working out okay. And then what can we do now? I think we do another block of 4x4s down here. This is where we have to start moving things around. Okay. And delete all these. And move all these buildings here. There you go. They are moved. Let's shape out the land a little more. Oh, I'm going to destroy one of my little creations. Look at that. Oh, it's kind of pretty as well. I like that. Oh well, never mind. What's done is done. Okay, so yeah, let's replicate this again. So measurement to there is 440. Okay, I think it changes because this is a double kind of a 4-lane road with a medium. Kind of changes the actual value, what it normally would be. So it'd normally be, if it's coming from here, it'd be 400. Like that. You see, got a little bit of a lump and bump here. Okay, never mind. Oh, that's okay. It pushes the bumps back. There we go. So that's perfect. That is lumpy, isn't it? Let me see if I can convert that. It's better looking. Better looking. Let's carry on with let's delete these trees. There we go. I'm going to put in some more after. Oh, look at these are popped in straight away. Perfect. I didn't even notice. Okay, let's watch these go. Isn't that sweet? It's kind of awesome. I like these. Let me come out of that view. I love these corner buildings. Shame we ain't got a corner building here. I prefer a corner building here. Maybe I could whack them all that into. Oh, just wants to do that all the time, doesn't it? Okay. That's better. There we go. A little bit of whack-a-moling. We got it working. We got it working. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. And yeah, these are all corner buildings. Yeah, it's turned out really good. I'm enjoying this right now. This is pretty cool. So let's see if we can put another of those plazas down here. So have I got any spare ones? We got some spare ones here. So we're going to put that right here. keeping up. Oh, that's a look at the design of that. Yeah, all the tiles are kind of gone awry. Let's see if I can make it look a little prettier, just a little prettier, not too pretty, but yeah, that'll work. It's I don't know. Delete you for a while. It's looking better. And now it's looking worse. Okay, interesting. There we go, a little bit of manipulation and it looks okay. Though this is getting pretty steep, but I don't mind that because it's not supposed to be completely realistic. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more plazas down here. We're going to do another plaza kind of here. Going to do another block, then maybe another plaza. And then we're going to kind of mirror that on the other side. So I guess we could time-lapse this because it's going to be kind of rinse and repeat. So that's what I'll do. I'll just time-lapse this and we'll get back to it after that. Right, there you go. We are done on that. It looks a little bit too ridiculous, especially with how steep it is. As long as you don't look too close. And I've tried to get these as nice looking as I can. But yeah, a bit kind of crazy trying to work that out, especially here. It looks extra lumpy and bumpy. But it doesn't matter because you're never really going to go that close to the view anyway. You're just probably going to look at it from here. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. So what we want to do now, we want to tie up, well, connecting the power from here up to here. And yeah, that kind of thing, and rearranging these power stations here, these nuclear power stations. So first things first, let's get rid of this road here. There we go. So let's work on this side. Oh, I forgot about that plaza. I don't want that anymore. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I want to maintain this little kind of whatever this is here. So let me think about that. Yeah, so I want to maybe turn that into a little farm. Or maybe a forestry. I'll tell you what, we could put a little farm down here, and we can have that as a little mini log-in cabin, that kind of thing. That's my thinking. So let's go to dirt tracks. We got a dirt track right here somewhere. Here it is. Hello, dirt track. Where do I want to put this? This may or may not be a bit of a head scratcher. Let's have a think. This I'm gonna move. Let me put a road in here. About there will be okay. Let's go freeform. Now this can be like a, I don't know, like a dirt road that goes through the forests, that kind of thing. There we go, and you can go all the way around there, and then you can kind of hook up into this road here. There you go. Now you're hooked. So it looks like that so far. So what I'm going to do is what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some random service buildings up and down these kind of streets here, just to encourage the industry to move in quicker than it normally would, that kind of thing. So yeah, I want to let's put in one of those fire departments. This one here, that'd be fine. Oh, it's got no zoning on it. Okay, let me change that up. There we go. Let's put a fire department in here. This is the one I want. It's kind of big and it does kind of have the vibe for this area, I think. So that's okay. That'll encourage people. I'm gonna leave a little gap. We're gonna move this down into this corner here, I think. Must be placed roadside. Well, that is a road. Let me get rid of that and that. Can I put you there now? Can, but that's in the way. Okay, interesting. We delete this. Can I put you in now? Okay, now you're gonna let me. This game is very strange. Okay, now let's move this dirt track back in. There you go, that kind of works. And now I can put it back where I wanted it originally. A lot of bumbling out for nothing. Okay, so we got that working, so that's okay. So we got that. I don't know, let me see. So we're gonna delete this, don't need this anymore. Goodbye. They're gonna put like a miniature farm here. And the reason is because it's going to help jump the power from these water towers here, because I want to remove these. So that's my intention. So let me put a basic road layout just for now. There you go, that's going to be my farm layout. Hopefully that'll get the power jumping from the water towers. Let's move over here. So, yeah, so this is fine. I'm okay with this. Now, these, we're going to get rid of all these. Now, do I need these? I don't need these kind of power plants anymore. They were just there to kind of add to the aesthetic and to help the power jump quickly, but I don't think we need these anymore. Not with what I've got installed. So let's rearrange these power stations here. So let's have a look. So I'm going to delete this road here. We're going to move this road right down here instead. Yep, that's the road. Okay, perfect. Just about there. Perfect. Now I'm going to put a road around the back of this. And then behind there, like that. Then we're going to spin this around like it was before. Just like that. That's okay. That's working. Then going to extend this road out a little bit further. And then we're going to put in another power plant. Hopefully we won't destroy this road. If we do, we'll just replace it again. So where's the other power plant? There it is. Here we go. Let's move you. I'm going to put you kind of here. Okay. Yeah, I need to take more room away. Okay, let's do that. There we go, and we got them matching up side by side yet again. That's absolutely perfect, like that. So yeah, we have to replace this road again, so let's do that. How do I want this road to go? Let's delete this little piece. Let's connect this road into here. It's kind of ugly, but it's okay, it works. At least it works. And yeah, we're going to carry this road around here, so we're going to box all this in. Like that, there we go. Then what we're going to do is, replace this road. Oh, I forget, maybe this path. There we go, that's all the plates, so I'm kind of happy with that. So yeah, let's put these buildings back behind here. So we're going to go for these two incinerator plants. If I can sneak you in there somehow. Yeah, that works. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to hide all the ugliness behind these huge stacks, I guess. So we've got them. So let's put these crematoriums behind that. Right, so there we go. I am happy with that. That's exactly how I want that. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So what can we do now? Let's place, oh, hello, what we got here? The fire department here. Okay, let's place you somewhere. Where do I want to put you? Indeed. I'm thinking maybe we put you up here. Would you work there? You kind of work there, okay. Let's put the police department. Is there a police department here? I don't see one. Let me look up on here. Oh, there's one up here. There it is. Let's move you. I'm going to put you opposite this one. Kind of here. There you go. That's working out okay. Yep, that's looking good. These, we don't want these anymore. Do we want these? No, I want to get rid of these. Get rid of them. There we go. And then these power plants, we don't need anymore because we got the nuclear ones here, which are going to do just a finer job. You don't need them. If you look at the power, hasn't affected it at all. Okay, so there we go. So yeah, let's carry on trying to get the power jumping to these buildings here, which are started to go in. Didn't even notice. So yeah, let me see. So let's put down a just random service building. Let's go back to those fire departments. Here we go. This firehouse here looks kind of fitting. I like the, yeah, kind of fits in with that area. Looks good. What else can we put in here? Let's put in another of those police departments because this building here kind of ties in. Like that. There we go. Let's see. Is the power jumping yet? Not yet. Maybe one more building. Let me put in another, maybe another fire department. Gotta encourage buildings to move in. Go for this tiny one. Get you in there. There you go. I think the power's jumping now. Absolutely perfect. There we go. Cool. Let's put something absolutely random in here that just doesn't belong. There you go. A school. That'll make the businesses happy. And you can pretend it's not a school. Just use your little piece of imagination. Okay, so there we go. So we got all that built up. So the power needs to connect to this side. So we can do that by doing a little design up here. Okay, so yeah, as we're trying to get some unique buildings to place up here, let me look for one that I want to put up here. Okay, now I don't want anything too big or ugly. Maybe, do we have any plazas? What's this one? Lazarette Plaza. Okay, keep going. Life and Death, Friendly Neighborhood Park, not sold on any official park. Okay. Let's have a look at that. That's kind of fitting for this kind of business area. Yeah, we go with that. That's kind of cool. So what's the measurements of that? Let's go back to my normal basic roads. Okay, 280. Okay, or shall I say 320. Okay, 320 by 320. Okay, 320 by 320. Okay. Which is 6 squares by 6. Okay. Good to know. Okay, now is that the center? I'm not too sure. So 1100 would be the center. Which is kind of... Okay, perfect. I put it right in the center. Okay. Okay. Happy accidents. Cheers, Bob Ross. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's create a kind of a checkerboard. Let's go for 320 by 320s. Kind of like that. Yeah, okay, yeah. What I'll do, and then what we're going to do, we're going to place you right in the middle. Okay, and then we're going to do a little checkerboard effect of all these little kind of tiny little blocks. Let's do that right now. There we go. Absolutely perfect. Got a bit of a checkerboard look. These are a little bit taller, the measurements, because, yeah, it just worked out that way. But, yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. So I'm only going to have this road tying into here and here, so that's fine. And let me see. Do I want to move this subway? I could try and move it. I'm not too sure where I could move it to, but I could try. Let me see what happens if I try and move it. I can put it a little bit more central, I think. Let me do a little bit of deleting. There we go. And then let's try and place it a little bit more centrally. Now I can tweak that if I want to make it dead in the center. But I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay for that right now. So yeah, let's replace that track. There you go. So I'm kind of happy with that. So what we're going to do is let's fill up all these. Let's zone these, and hopefully we'll get the power jumping. Hopefully. So these are going to be offices. So let me see which blocks I want to go for. We're going to go for, yeah, let's continue the checkerboard effect, but we're going to go here. Going to leave a gap here, leave a gap, and then we're going to place all these. I'm going to do the same on the other side. And then we're going to watch all these go in. Okay, that is looking beautiful. What I'm going to do is, while I'm still doing that, I'm going to make sure all these ones here, let's come out of here, and here, thank you. I'm going to make sure all these ones are historical. I don't want these leveling up because I like these. These look perfect. The others I don't mind, but if they turn up as this kind of flavor, we're going to keep them. Look at that. Absolutely sweet, isn't it? Looking beautiful. Check out the vibes, the flavors, the color of this place. Yeah, it's kind of cool. These were easy to get to come in. They just pop straight in. All you got to do is 3x3s on the corners, just here. Like that and like that. And they pop in straight away. No problem there. There you go. Exactly the same one. There we go. Perfect. Get rid of that because we don't need these. Get rid of it properly. There we go. So yeah, that's what I've done here. Come out of here. And you can see I did a little bit of mirroring here. I put a 2x2 here. This is a 2x4. 2 this way, 4 this way. I kind of matched that up all along here. So there you go. A little bit OCD, a little bit over the top, but I don't mind. I'm having a little bit of fun. So yeah, what we're going to do now, because we've started to make money back up again. We're in, oh, I can't believe that. We're in 12 million debt and taken, I guess, not counting. Yeah, the people are moving in, the money's moving back in. It's because, on accident, I disconnected the power to this kind of suburbia here, which is kind of weird. Very strange. But yeah, let's carry on. So yeah, we're going to change up the industry here. We're going to give it a couple of different flavors, that kind of thing. So let's start off by doing a little bit of deleting. So let's just delete this area here. Like that. So this is going to be all generic industry. Then we're going to put another little industrial zone kind of here. That's working out okay. Yep. Got to be careful sometimes because it would delete this kind of area here. If you do that. There you go. So that's one little area there. We're going to do another one here. There you go. And then let's going to fix that by doing that. There you go. Absolutely perfect. Happy with that. So we got 3 industrial zones. We got the Step Industries. We got the Holly District and the Sheffield Heights. So let's give them different generic formats. So this is going to be farming industry right here. And this is going to be the forestry industry right here. There we go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little bit of zoning. So what I want to do is get my favorite kind of warehouses or barns, that kind of thing, which are 4x4s. Let me check out the math for you and I'll get back to you. There you go. Now you see what I mean by checking out the math. If I'm going by my 4x4 warehouse designs, we got these 2 left over. So the easiest thing here is just to start one inside on each side of the street, that kind of thing. And that will kind of work out. Then you'll have 2 left over, but with just 1 strip on each side to make it kind of even, balance it out, that kind of thing. So let's fill this in and watch them grow in. Hopefully they'll grow in. I'm not too sure because we haven't got a huge demand for industry. But what we do is we'll finish this off and watch them all grow in. So let's do that right now. There you go. That is absolutely beautiful. They got exactly what I wanted. We got a few different kind of flavors. We got these kind of unique ones. I don't normally see them. These are the normal warehouses, and we got a couple of barns. I like the fact these are the 2 same flavor. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, let's try and get the power jump into these buildings by putting in some farm buildings, I guess. So we're going to go 4x4 here. Can we fit a 4x4? We can. Let's go here. This should get the power jump in. Let's see what happens when they turn up. I'm looking left and right. Here we go. Got one here. What is this going to be? This is going to be... I can't see. What is it? It's whatever that is, and that's perfect. It's a real cereal. Okay. Perfect. What's on the other side? Okay. It's kind of interesting. Okay, yeah, let's carry on with these. Another 4x4. There you go. Whatever they grow as, we'll just keep it as that. That's like the cereal factory, I guess. And this one is... Okay, they switched around. Okay, interesting. Okay, and then for here, we're just going to go for 3x3s, and these should come up as normal little sheds, I think. I'm hoping. Let's have a look. Looking promising. It's looking perfect. This one we're going to get rid of because I don't really want it to look like a farm. Which it seems to insist on doing. Okay, what I'll do is I'll get back to you when we've got all these finished up. There you go, that's looking better, isn't it? Okay, I've just discovered, well, a couple of seconds ago, that if you do 2x2s, you get these kind of looking different kind of sheds. So that's pretty cool, so we can have a couple of these popping around. So that's pretty cool, I like that. Let's get this last one in. Eventually. Come on, little buddy. There you go, now I can put that in. Absolutely perfect, so we got that working out. Any more I want to put down here? I'm not too sure. What would one square come up as? Let's have a little look. This is all perfect. Not too sure. Here we go. It is. What is it? It's one of them. I kind of like that. That's okay. Look over here. Oh, it's kind of the same. There you go. Perfect. So we got all that. So we got the forestry industry buildings. We got the organic farming buildings to kind of give it some different flavor, variety. And over here, we still got, yeah, okay. Yeah, these two are brilliant and these are not so. So yeah, we're going to put in some more generic industry in here. Hopefully we're going to go for 4x4s, that kind of thing. And yeah, we just carry on like that. So yeah, I'll get back to you at the end of all this. There you go. That looks absolutely beautiful. I love that. Nice little piece of industry. Looks like that from down here. I like all the chimney stacks. That's kind of cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make all the jumpy game. I'm going to make all the big ones kind of historical, and whichever ones are left, I'll just let level up. Hopefully you won't get any of those big, ugly red brick buildings. It doesn't matter about these, does it? No, it's okay, actually. Yeah, we'll leave these ones. These ones here. Yeah, these ones will level up. These ones already are at the max straight away as soon as they pop in. So just these ones here. See if I can catch them in time. If I do, it's okay. If I don't, it's still okay. And then when I've finished that, all these ones I'll just leave to do whatever they want to do, that kind of thing. So I'll get back to you after I made all these historical. There we go, looking beautiful. The traffic is starting to buzz around again. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. Let's see if we can get power to these. So yeah, we were going to turn this into a kind of a little miniature farm. So let's do that right now. Let's give it its own zone so it turns into a farm. That'll make a good start, wouldn't it? So there, this is going to be a little logging cabin zone. So yeah, let's do kind of a similar thing here. So there we go. All this is farmland. Let's do that. There you go, farming, and here is forestry. There we go. So let's see if we can get the power jump in by putting a few little random pieces of building. So let's start off with, let's see, let's go for a 4x4 here. See what that turns into. If it turns into that, it might be okay. Then we're going to go for a 3x3. This should be a shed. Then we do maybe a 1 here. Maybe a 2x2 here. That's okay. Yeah, I guess we stick with that. I don't want it to look too industrial around here, but that's okay. And that's okay. And that is perfect as well. Yeah, okay, perfect. So let's see. Carry on. So we're going to put a building kind of here. Hopefully the power saw jumping. Oh, there you go. It's working. That's all I needed to do. There we go. So that's my farm almost complete. So let's jump into there, which should be jump into there. Oh, it's not jumping. Okay, interesting. Oh, I see. We got to get it to... Okay, got it. Let's put a building here. There we go. That worked. A little bit tricky. For some reason, I thought the power was coming from this way, but it's not. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. And what we can do is turn that into a little farm during the detailing. Yeah, absolutely pleased with that. There we go. That's all we need. And let's do a couple of miniature little forestry little buildings here. So we're going to go the one here, two here, one like that, and then we go for maybe a bigger one. Then a two here, and maybe a couple of ones. That'll be our forestry. Okay, it's just come up as two trees. I could have put them in myself. But this is okay. Don't mind that. This is okay. A pile of wood. And whatever that is, probably a shed. Yep, that's okay. Perfect. Got a little piece of crops there. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Actually, these would make ideal kind of farming crops. Give me an idea. Okay, there we go. Perfect. That's all I want. And then we can just detail all this. And you can see all the power's nice and jumped. Both sides, so nothing's lacking power apart from... Let's get rid of that. And that, because it's not needed. There you go. So I think we're absolutely completely finished on this. Looks like that. Let me change the direction of the sun again, because it looks a little bit silly. There you go. Now you can appreciate it from this side. Looks like that. And when you're looking down, this is what you see. Pretty cool. And let's go back to changing the sun to how I want it again. There you go. It looks like that. I think we are kind of almost done for this whole episode, to be honest. I don't think we're going to get any work done over here like I intended, because yeah, losing out all that money kind of really hit me. Kind of slowed me down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this running and see what happens. Hopefully we get the money back. And when we get the money back, I'll just do a little piece of detailing down here. And we'll probably call that the end of the episode. Okay, so I'll get back to you when we got some money, hopefully. Okay, folks, we are done, and it's looking super, yeah, it's looking super, yeah. This is best I can do. Remember, no mods, no DLC, or that waffle on as usual. So it's all I can do really, and I kind of like it anyway. Let's look at it from down here where a person will be looking. There you go. Looks okay. I like that, if not a little quirky and OCD. There you go. So yeah, we're going to stop the episode now because I only have a few hours to myself at home, really. It's always work, 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 and whatever hours I do get, I want to spend with my family and my kids because you never get those years, seconds, months, days back, that kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is go off and do a piece of detailing, tell you what I've done, which is looking at this, not a lot. And then I'll meet you back for another episode, and it'll be a lot quicker than this one took to get out, that kind of thing, because I'm kind of super busy all the time. So yeah, let me do some detailing, and I'll get back to you. Right, we are just about done. A couple of more little things to place down here. What are we working on? Looking for these particular bushes. So you get to see me detailing in real time for once. This one here, so let's just randomly put them down. Go like this, like I did earlier. Although you guys probably didn't see that. Let's delete that one. That's not kind of tying in there. That's better. I like that. There you go. You can see how kind of fiddly this is and why it takes like hours to do all the detailing. And you got to scroll through here and look for exactly what you're looking for. And I'm looking for this. Place one of these on the end there, like that, and another one like that. I'm going to look for some bushes or shrubs, whatever they call them. This one here. There we go. It's also called a wild hedge, apparently. Put that one just about there, and going to put that one just about there, like that. Then I'm going to look for a little tree. This is the tree here. It's an umbrella tree. Oh no, it's called a flame tree. Stick you right there. Then I'm going to look for a little bench, which is going to go back into this menu here. Perfect. Can't see which angle this bench is at. That's better. Yeah, got it. Stick you in like that. 2 click and a little squidging of a movement there. Stick you like that, and I think we are just about done. Let's have a look. Yeah, we are done. There we go. There you go. Detailing in real time. So here we go. So this is going to be a shorter episode, like I said. So what did we do today? So today, really, all we did was we kind of updated our little kind of industry here and got rid of all of our industry here because in prep for remodeling the whole city, so we can place down unique buildings to unlock the monuments, that kind of thing. And come on, that menu, thank you very much. And have a look at my monuments. This is one here. As you can see, you haven't got any placed down yet. If I go into, which button do I need? I can't remember what one it is. This one, the milestones. There you go. You can see which ones we've placed down so far. There you go. So yeah, I got a whole bunch placed down, but yeah, we're still working towards placing all the landmarks down that are required. So yeah, that was the whole purpose of this. But yeah, so we've remodernized this, and as you can see, I've done this kind of like OCD version of the kind of business center, all these little blocks of office buildings. So this feels a lot better. There you go. So that looks like that. Kind of cool. Did a moving around of the power plants. Snuck a few buildings behind there because they're kind of ugly and covered up with trees. This is kind of the same. Yeah, kind of reimagined all this. I rejigged my industry, so I've now got kind of mixed industry. Press play. Just realized nobody's moving. There we go. So I put in a couple of little zones. Let me go back into this menu here. Is it this one? This is the one. Here we go. So we got a forestry kind of zone for industry. We got a agricultural industry, and we got normal generic industry. I also did a couple of little zones here, a little forestry zone here, and a little farming zone here. There you go. So this is how you get these kind of particular buildings. There you go. The forestry one gives you these beautiful barns and warehouses and sheds, that kind of thing. And looking at the back of the farming industry, get these unique kind of, I don't know, high density weird buildings, and you get all these little sheds. You kind of like. Pretty cool. And then generic industry, well, there you go. It just looks like that. Oh, and look at that. The buildings leveled up to what I thought was going to level up to. There you go. So that looks all like that. And then I did these Willy Wonka industries, just kind of put in some red brick buildings that kind of go with this kind of factory that was part of the map. And as I keep saying, I got no mods, no DLC, so it's kind of hard to do anything other than what you're left with, and I'm not left with a lot. And then I finished up the whole episode by doing detailing, which is, as you can probably see, throwing down a whole bunch of trees. One in the background, more trees, lots of trees. There you go, looks like that. There you go, and then I created a little farm, which I've now detailed, as you can see here. It's a little bit like that. You got imagine that's an orchard, and that's whatever it is, and these are crops or whatever. I don't know what they're going to be, but there you go. The farm looks like that. The traffic is picking up. Yeah, all of this is detailed. What else did I detail? Oh, all up here. So we go. like that. Keep going further up. Did a little bit of a different design here. That looks like that. Keep moving on up. To continue with the theme of this one, I put this one here like that. And then here I did my pretend pond thing again. Looks like that. And it's kind of hard to try and come up with different variations of subway stations, but I've done another one. I've knocked it out of the park as a kind of different design. So no design is the same. It's kind of, it's kind of hard to do. And if I go back over here to this side, I kind of mirrored it on the other side here. Like that and like that, you can see there. But the path design is a little bit different because it backs onto this kind of a country road. There you go. But all of this is the same. But here, because we haven't got the subway station here I just made it into one long kind of pond and eatery with a couple of bridges. Kind of weird bridges, but kind of work. Looks like that. And then I finally detailed my kind of industry zone here like that. It's nothing to write home about, but it's okay. There you go. And you saw me finishing that piece off just now. So there you go. It looks like that from above. Pretty spectacular. I got the inspiration from this by the Grand Mall, as you can see here. I was inspired by these little things here. So there you go. So there you go, folks, a quicker episode, but then again, I've not even tried editing yet, so it probably might be even longer than I thought, but there you go. So I'm thinking this is a shorter episode. So yeah, in the meantime, everybody, sincerely, take care of each other. Have a really nice day, and I'm off to do my score run, and see y'all